Hello children, welcome back to my class. Today's our topic is very interesting, that is fractions. 6th and 7th, 8th class students used to get a lot of confusions when they are calculating fractions. So today we will discuss about fractions, types of fractions, operations on fractions. Okay, these are the things we will discuss today. So let us go into the topic first. So what is fraction first? We'll see what is fraction. Now, this is one board. How many boards are there? Only one board is there. Now, I will draw a line here. Now, I divided this board into two parts. Can you see? This is one part. This is equally I divided. So this is one part. This is another part. See, first one board is there. Now how many boards? I divided into two. So how to write fraction now is, one board is there. I divided into two. First we have only one board. Now I divided this board into two parts. See, this is one, this is another part. Two parts I divided. So first how many boards are there? One board. I divided this into two. So one whole part means this whole is board. One whole part divided into two parts. That is called fraction. Each part of this is called as fraction. Whole board is there. So I divide into two parts. Each part is called as fraction. This is half. This is another half. Let us divide into two more parts now. Now I divide into four parts. So this is, if this is a square, actually this is a rectangle. Let us assume that this is a square. Now this, then if four equal parts have been divided. Now this is four parts, whole divided into four parts. This is 1 by 4. This is 1 by 4. This is also 1 by 4. This is also 1 by 4. So we divide this into four parts. Each part is called as fraction. Each part is called as fraction. Now here the upper part is called as numerator. Right? Which is lower? Lower part is called as denominator. Understood? So upper part is called as numerator, lower part is called as denominator. Right? Now this is introduction of fraction. This is how fraction has come. Okay, dividing a whole thing into different parts. Okay, dividing a whole thing into parts is called. If you divide a whole thing into parts, each part becomes a fraction. Okay, that is what fraction is. Now we'll see types of fractions. Let us see types of fractions. The first pillar is proper fraction. Next, improper fraction. Next, mixed fraction. We'll see one by. First we'll see these three. Still types of fractions are there. First we'll try to understand what are these three first. Now first one is proper fraction. What is proper fraction? See, a proper fraction is a fraction where a denominator is bigger than the numerator. See, if you take 3 by 4, see here 4 is greater than 3. See, denominator is greater than numerator. Then this type of fraction is called as proper fraction. A fraction in which denominator is bigger than numerator is called as proper fraction. See here, 3 by 4. 4 is bigger than 3. So this is a proper fraction. Next, improper fraction. What is improper fraction? Improper fraction is reverse of first one. So if a numerator is bigger than denominator, a fraction in which numerator is bigger than the denominator is called as improper fraction. Now we'll discuss mixed fraction. Mixed fractions are also improper fractions. Mixed fractions are also improper fractions which have been converted. Right? Now, can we divide this? Yes, we can divide. We'll divide now. 3. Right? Now, how many times? 3 ones are 3. So, what is the remainder? This one. Now, there is a formula to write mixed fraction. After division, there is a formula to write. First, write denominator as it is. Okay. Write here coefficient. Here remainder. Right? Now formula comes is coefficient remainder by denominator. Or you can say divisor. What is the denominator here? 3. Or you can say divisor also. Divisor, coefficient, remainder. Coefficient, remainder, division. This is the formula to convert an improper fraction to the mixed fraction. See, another thing we'll take. Can take 7 by 4. How many times 4 divide 7? 1 time. Okay. What will be the remainder? 3. Divisor is 4. 4 ones are 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. We have to add. Multiply these two. Coefficient and divisor will multiply these two. Add remainder. That is, see, 4 into 1, 4 plus 3 is 7. Coefficient into divisor plus remainder gives us mixed fraction again. See, 1, 3 by 4. Mixed fractions are also improper fraction. Both are same, but we are converting improper fraction into mixed fraction. Right? Now let us see few more types. Now few more types we'll see. First one is another one, that is like fractions. What are like fractions? Like fractions are nothing but if it's a comparison. Okay, you take 2 or more fractions in which all the denominators are same, then they are called as like fractions. See here, 1 by 3, 4 by 3, 5 by 3, 7 by 3. See here, all the denominators are same. All the denominators are same. Then these are all called as like fractions. Okay, if denominators are same, then they are called as like fraction. Group of fractions which have denominator same or equal, then they are called as like fraction. Now we'll see unlike fraction. What are unlike fractions? Now 1 by 3 and 1 by 2 if you take, see the denominator here 3, here 2. They are different. Means group of fractions which have different denominators are called as unlike fractions. See here 2 and 3. They are different denominators. So these are called as unlike fractions. Now we will see equivalent fractions. This is very important. Equivalent fractions are the fractions which have the same value. Like if you take 3 by 4 and I will write 6 by 8, I will write 9 by 12. Okay. I will write 21 by 28. So let us see the value of this. See if you can check 3 ones are 3, here 4 ones are 4. It's multiple. You know tables, no? 3 2s are 6, 4 2s are 8, 3 3s are 9, 4 3s are 12, 3 7s are 21. So these are all called as equivalent. Their value is equal. If you can reduce, see here 6 by 8. If I reduce, divide with 2 table. 2 3s are 2 4s are. So what is the value? 3 by 4. Everywhere you will get 3 by 4 only. Here also you will get 3 by 4. Here also you will get 3 by 4. So that's why these are all called as equivalent fractions. These are all are equal to 3 by 4. So these are all called as equivalent fractions. Now 3 by 4, see here, 3 by 4. 3 and 4 are not having any common factor. They don't come in any one table. 3 and 4 will not come in any common table. 3 will come in 3 table, 4 will come in 2 table and 4 table. So these two will not come in any common table. So this is called as standard form of a fraction. This is standard form of a fraction. Okay. Now we'll see operations on fractions. First operation we do is addition. So first we'll add like fractions. These are the two fractions given. Is asking to add. So what we will do? 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3 will write. What is the denominator here? Same denominator, that is 3. We will write 3. When the denominator is same, we just add numerator, that is 1 plus 2. How much? 3 by 3 equal to 1. This is how we add equal fractions. Because the denominator is same, so we can add directly numerators. But if the denominator is different, unlike fractions, how to add those? We'll see now. See here, I am taking 1 by 2 plus 2 by 3. Now denominators are different, 2 and 3. So generally what we do is, we'll do LCM of 2 and 3. 2 will come in 2 table, we'll write 3. 3 will come in 3 table, 2 3s are how much? LCM will take as 6. Okay. So we'll equate denominator to the LCM. How much is that? Is 6. Now this can be written as 1 by 2. So to make 2 6, how much we have to multiply? 3. Whenever you multiply denominator, you have to multiply numerator also. So 3 by 3 how much? 1. So that value doesn't change. Next. Here 2 by 3. See, we got LCM as 6. Now, what is the denominator here? 2. Then we have to equate this 2 to 6. How can we equate? By multiplying with 3. So, 1 by 2 into multiply with 3. When you multiply with 3, denominator, you have to multiply numerator also. Why? 3 by 3 how much? 1. So that value of the fraction doesn't change. Next. Here 2 by 3 is there. Here 3 is there. How much? With how much I have to multiply to get 6 is 2. So here 2. Numerator also you have to multiply with 2. Whenever you are doing this, you have to do like this. Multiply and divide with same number. That is 3 by 3, 2 by 2. Okay. Now LCM how much? 6. Here how much? 3. 4. Here 6 to 2 is 4, 3 to the 6. Now denominator is same, that is 6. Add numerator, 3 plus 4 how much? 7. This is how we add unlike fractions. To add unlike fractions, actually one more method is there. Directly we can add. That we'll see now. See, same thing I am taking. So 1 by 2 plus 2 by 3, same question I am taking. Now without doing a LCM and nothing, we can directly find answer. You just do cross multiplication. First to multiply 2 into 3. 2 into 3. 6. Do cross multiplication now. 1 into 3 is 3. 2 into 2 is, what is the sign is there here? Plus. If plus is there plus, minus is there minus. 2 2s are 4. What is the answer now? 7 by 6. See here, is equals to 7 by 6. No need to multiply in this lengthy process, not needed. Directly you can do. See here, 2 3s are 6. Multiply both the denominators. 2 3s are 6. Then do cross multiplication. 1 into 3, 3. 2 2s are 4. 3 plus 4, 7 by 6. See, if you get any common, let us suppose you got answer like 18 by 24, but this answer is not there in the respected answers given to you, then you have to simplify this answer. Okay, reduce it to its standard form. What is that? Common factor how much here? 6. 6 3s are 6 4s. Right? This is how we have to do. Okay, if you do like this, if you are getting this type of answer, then you have to reduce into its standard form. Okay, simple way to do addition or subtraction. In addition we are doing plus, in subtraction we will just keep negative sign here and we'll solve. This is addition and subtraction both. You can just change sign. If minus is here, we'll keep minus here. 3 minus 4 how much? So that is minus 1 by 6. That's it. It's an easy way to do. Next we'll see multiplication. Now how do we multiply fraction? Now first we'll see multiplication of a fraction with a whole number. I am taking 2 by 3 into 39. Right? So you can first multiply these two, or first you can divide. Whenever you are doing this type of questions, you always do division first, because if you divide, this number will be reduced, then multiplication becomes easy. If multiplication and division, both two operations are existing in any question, then you prefer doing division first than multiplication. It becomes easy to multiply later. See now, 2 into, you can write 39 by 3. So 3 divides 39 how many times? 13 times. Now 13 is smaller number than 39, so you can multiply 2 13 is 26. This is how we multiply with a whole number or integer with a fraction, right? Next we'll see same fraction I am taking into 5 by 7 to 5 by 7. When we are multiplying, we have to multiply numerator to the numerator and denominator to the denominator. If any common factors are there, you can cancel. So 3 7s are how much? 21. 2 5s are 10. Okay. So if any other numbers here 3 is there, if you got here 15, you can just cancel. 3 1s are 3 5s. Then you will get 2 5s are how much? 2 5s again. This you will not get now. 2 5s are 10 divided by only 7. 3 is cancelled out. 10 by 7 you will get. Okay, this is about multiplication. Now we will see division. How to divide. Three by 4 is divided by 16 by 9. So when we are doing this type of things, so you will not understand by seeing question how to solve it. Okay, how to divide with 16 by 9. Then convert this division into multiplication. If you convert this division into multiplication, this next fraction becomes its reciprocal. So now I am changing this division into multiplication. So I changed it. 3 by 4 in place of division I written multiplication. So this fraction you have to write reverse, that is 9 by 16. Now if any cancellations are there, you can cancel it, or not directly you can write 3 by 3 9s are 27 by this is 64. Only if you got only whole number, how to do? We'll see that. Now let us take this. Let us take this question. Instead of multiplication here, I am writing division. Now it means 39 by 1. If nothing is there in denominator, it is 1. So you can write this as 2 by 3 into, I change the division into multiplication. So this becomes 1 by 39. We'll just write this answer. How much is this? So this is 2 into 1 is 2. 3 into 39. So 90 plus 27, that is 117. So 2 by 117 we are getting. This is how we divide with whole number. This is how we divide with a fraction. Fraction by division by fraction. Fraction division by whole number. Let us see now transposition. What is transpositions? Is you learn in linear equations, the simple equations. If you change a term into other side, then it is called as transpositioning. I will write now. X plus 2 is equals to 3. X plus 2 is equals to 3. See here, plus 2, it's addition. It's an addition. If you send this addition to the other side, it transforms into subtraction. So if x is equals to, this becomes subtraction. If you send to the other side, that is 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2. So x is equals to how much? 1. This is how transformation. Addition, if you send to other side, it becomes subtraction. Subtraction, if you send to other side, it becomes addition. Multiplication, if you send to other side, it becomes division. Division, if you send to other side, it becomes multiplication. So x divided by 2 is equals to 3. So if you send this division to the other side, it becomes 2. That is x is equals to 6. So why it becomes multiplication? We need reason, right? We'll see now. Actually, transpositions comes from balancing the equation. Now x plus 2 is equals to 3 I have written. Now I want the value of x here. X plus 2 is here. Find the x. I want to find the value of x. So how much is extra here? This plus 2 is lying extra. This is burden to me. I want to remove it. So what I will do is I will subtract 2 here. Then at the same time you have to subtract on this side also. Whenever you are performing an operation, a simple equation or quadratic equation, you have to do on both sides. Either it is addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. When you are performing an operation, you have to perform on the both sides. So now 2 minus 2 gets cancelled. X is equals to how much? 1. Now let us see. X by 2 is equals to 3. Now I want to find the value of x. See here, x is dividing. X is dividing. Now I want to remove this x. Then what I have to do? I have to multiply with x. I have to multiply. So if you multiply, 2 by 2 gets cancelled. Now I am multiplying. When I multiply, I have to multiply this side also. 2 gets cancelled. X value how much? That is 6. Instead of doing all these things, we will directly write, send this to that side. And x is equals to 3 into 2, that is 6. This has come from here. This is the, from here, these operations has come. In direct and simplest method, we will do like this. This is how we got these transpositions. Okay. Now, how to do cross multiplications in fractions? 2 fractions even. Let me remove this. This is what question given, find the value of x. Okay. Now this can be written as x into 2 by 3. X into 2 by 3 equals to, I am not changing this anything, right, as it is. Okay. Now just, or directly, now you want to do cross multiplication. Okay. Numerator to the denominator. 2 9s. Alright. 9 into, what is the numerator here? 2x is equals to 3 into 4. We'll write 3 into 4. Okay. Now what we got here? 18x is equals to 12. Now send 18 that side. 18 to the other side. This is 18. Okay, we can reduce into simplest form, that is divided by 6. 2 6 are 2 3s. This is how we cross multiply. Okay. Now you can take another example also. 72x by 35 is equals to 81 by 36 by 81, something question given. So then we have to do 81 into 72x equals to 36 into 35, right? Now if you have to multiply this bigger numbers, then what will you do? You don't multiply now. This is anyway multiplication now. Send to the other side, it becomes division. So x is equals to 36 into 35 by 81 into 72. Just now this division becomes easy to it. See, 36 1 the 36 2s 72. Now you can divide this with 35 and 81. If it goes in any table, you can divide those. If not, you can leave it. So now 35 by what we will get is 162. This is how we solve fractions. Hope you have understood it. Thank you. We'll see few more topics in next classes. If you want any other topic to be taught, just give that request in comment section. I'll be doing it. Thank you. Have a good day.